Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the matchday noise at this point. Chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And reclaimed it in a trice.
Well, they won't be deterred from trying it.
And here's a chance! Gets his pass away. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. No way through. Ronaldinho is offering some sort of an apology there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph.
Mohamed Salah!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Brazil with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Has a shot! In he goes again! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't... It's Ronaldinho! And he's following up! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. That's been cut out, well played. That pass has been well intercepted. Araujo gets over and intercepts. Marquinhos cuts out the pass. Rice. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. First quarter of an hour gone. And here's Mbappe. Ronaldinho unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Taken back almost at once. Oh, and he's through the middle. Bayer can pick that up. And he's there to retrieve it. Messi, he is through here. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Struck first time. Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision.
Martinez, that is a great pick out. And the shot! Sticks it away! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides and with such great individual talent on show.
Great hit! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
The keeper felt he had that covered. Some of the crowd were less convinced. It was really well drilled.
Adams gets across to intercept that. Now it's Messi. Mbappe. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Out of play for a goal kick. Kimmich. And that is out of play. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Kimmich. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that.
Mbappe! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Brazil have their second corner now. Can he finish? Aims beyond the defence. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Ribéry, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And no, that was never going to make it. Shifted upfield, and here's Messi. And they've got a throw. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Roberto. Saliba calmly anticipates. And here's Messi. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Brazil clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Deep into stoppage time. And he's intervened well there. Roberto. Well timed, excellent interception. Messi. Well, and there's the end of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Senhoras e senhores, pedimos que todos bebam com responsabilidade. O espectador que estiver embriagado ou se comportar de forma inadequada será removido. Agradecemos sua atenção.
Barcelona get the ball rolling for the second period. And it's Messi. And he was quick to react. Ball is over the line. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Martinez providing an outlet on that flank. Marquinhos gets rid without sophistication. Messi bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Great ball if he can get there. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
It's a throw-in. That is good alertness. Martinez. Ronaldinho. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's had a hit! Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
Oh, you make it sound so simple. Decent progress down the left. Mohamed Salah. Hoisted in. Interception. His positioning was spot on. Nicely intercepted. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 11. Camisa
Pedri.
10.
That's a lovely, neat pass.
Camisa 20.
Good spot, he's seen the run.
Camisa
Adams
45.
promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
The movement was good, but the pass...
It's Neymar! Ronaldinho works it forward. Now it's Martinez. Good ball over the top. Kimmich. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And here's Lautaro Martinez.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's managed... Iniesta! And that is wildly off target.
Brazil were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Kimmich makes the interception. And it's Iniesta. It's Roberto. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, the shot could be on here. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Just about up to 75 minutes. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Substituição em andamento.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Marquinhos tries to clear. Skims, and the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Alvarez is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. That has been knocked clear. Quality ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that is a little undercooked. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Oh, easy pickings there.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance.
Tries a shot! Neymar! What about that one? Late in the day, this could well be it!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Brazil take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
And he's managed to gift it back. Looking for the runner.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Iniesta. Oh, shooting chance! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Brazil have been handed a game-changing chance. Bayer looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Golden opportunity wasted.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
So, third corner of the game. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
This could be their final throw of the dice. All hands on deck for this one. Marquinhos getting this one clear. Final. And time is up. Brazil proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly... Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us.
Hello,
as you can see,
everybody,
we are
and
all
welcome
set.
to today's match.
The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And that gets things running. He's had it taken off him. The muscular approach does pay off here. Haaland. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Now it's Mbappe. That's a nicely measured pass. Now it's Mbappe. He is Mbappe! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Tunisia are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, this looks sharp. Works it forward. Kimmich cuts it out. Now it's Messi. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, well played, well played. And he's there to get it away. And they've got a throw. Messi. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Maradona. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Veron gets a foot in here. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Now it's Maradona. He's got away. And that should be the keeper's. Kimmich, forwards and with intent. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Shot a goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Brazil with the corner, they're first. Mohamed Salah! He scores! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Brazil are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Cleared away. Veron. Good effort from distance. He won't be happy with that one. Played back in. Now it's Haaland. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Pass is just off target. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Veron really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Well, that looks a decent ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ball is over the line. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Pedri. And it's Drogba. Engages and forces him off the ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, that was vital. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Spread neatly. It's a pretty loose pass. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Messi! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, talking about a man on a mission, that was a super effort.
Pedri. Played out to the left flank. Drogba. That's an excellent interception.
2 added minutes
The
has
pass
been
is intercepted.
indicated.
Pass somewhat off target. Maron. And here's Drogba. And another try! And he hits the net! And right on half-time, that is telling! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity. And we hit half-time. So on the whole, a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides, neither in true command. Anything could still happen in this game.
And a quick reminder today that
Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Brazil head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. Here we go again. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. That pass has been well intercepted. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Ribéry. Mbappe. Pedri. And it's Messi. Messi, well read, and the danger is averted. That's going to go a long way. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, there's the clearance. Nicked it back promptly. Mbappe. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Mbappe. Great hit! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Brazil have their second corner now. Haaland is there, and big chance! Just off target.
Well, he knew the more sensible move was to pass it, and yet he couldn't resist.
Now it's Haaland. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Brazil looking to pass their way through. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, shapes to shoot! Goal! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Number 15.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because
Messi!
Coming on the field is number 7, Benzema. The attendance for this match was 72,306. Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Zaire Emery with the clearance. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Neymar.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Vinicius Junior! That's a decent clearance. Neymar, played out to the right. Tunisia can counter now. And he's managed to get free.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, shooting chance! Yes! And the lead is extended still further.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the...
And the shot! And yes, it's there! It is no contest. It is a landslide.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Vinicius Junior. Substitution on the field. Number 8, Pedri. Messi. Coming on the field, number 24, Odegaard. Number 20, Mohamed Salah.
Brazil are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Can he get onto this? That's gone for a throw-in. And that has left him in a heap. He has found the way through. Neymar. It's Neymar! Oh, almost a sixth.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Vinicius Junior. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's in plenty of space here. Mohamed Salah. No, he's not getting his way this time.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that could set him on his way. Kimmich makes the interception. De Ligt. Odegaard. And it's Drogba. Tunisia finding their passes. Interesting ball. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Tunisia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
It's their second corner of the game. And now they can sprint. He's having a go! He's put his foot right through that one. Maradona going full tilt down the left. Now it's Pedro Neto. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
5 minutes added time.
Maron. Odegaard, not the most accurate pass. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. He's found a way through. Zaire Emery. Now that's well seen too. Back into the... Can he put it away? away! No, that's just wide. Oh, nicely intercepted. Odegaard. And that is that. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. And as you can see, we've already started here. He's gone for goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Messi. Mohamed Salah. Whatever he had in mind, that... And Messi!
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Deftly done. No, that's been intercepted. Works it forward. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore Gabriel Batistuta, or Batigol, as he's become known.
Nobody would ignore him.
He has all the attributes, Peter, and the list is too long for me to mention them now. I'll settle on lethal.
He is through here. And here comes the corner. And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And it's Davis. Mbappe! Brilliantly cut out. Rivaldo. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning.
Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Mohamed Salah. He's tried one! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
This is their second corner of the game. Batistuta gets rid without sophistication. There will be a throw-in. No goals as yet. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Played back in. Oh, no joy this time. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Plenty of... Mbappe! And that has skinned the post.
Mbappe probably tried a bit too hard then. He should have relied on technique as opposed to power.
Messi. Bayer can pick that up. Serginho.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Played over towards the opposite flank. That is a great pick out. Great hit! Oh, the ball, and it's come back out to him. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, good spread. He's shifting through the gears here. Bellingham, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. He's got away. Keeper's ball. Kimmich to Messi. And that could set him on his way. Oh, that's fabulous. It's Salah! And he has kept it out somehow.
Mohamed Salah is offering a wry smile there.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And he'll shoot here! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Hits one! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Corner number 2 then. Ribery clears. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Fiddles it through. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Yamal. Oh, that looks a cracking ball.
There they go, hunting again.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Serginho. Belletti. Looking tidy in possession here. We are into stoppage time.
Barcelona couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Kimmich. Threads one in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And there is the half-time whistle. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. So there was the first half.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's been played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this, and I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Now, who's going to be first to this? He's cut it out. Yamal. Rivaldo. Bellingham.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Mohamed Salah. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the...
And the shot! He's had it taken off him. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Thinks one through. Good ball over the top. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Beckenbauer cuts it out. Beckenbauer making good progress on the right-hand side. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Adams deals with that comfortably. Serginho. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Yamal, a player who needs no introduction. Adams. Bayer. And they're back on the ball again. Oh, here's a chance! And he's gone looking for safety. Serginho. Rivaldo. Yamal. Neymar. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, now here's an interesting... And a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Rivaldo. Belletti. Yamal! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Can he finish? They've done it! And late in the day, a telling moment.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
So the first goal of the game.
Oh, it was a long time coming, but I think it's fully merited. They've applied themselves extremely well.
That'll be a throw. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
1-0 as we head towards the end. And here's Messi. Rivaldo. Big header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Well, played right into his path. And he's in great chance! And he hits the net! They have stolen level at the last! What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
And he's picked out the run. So much time and shot a goal! Oh, it's in! Late in the day, this could well be it!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 13. El dorsal
Barcelona
12.
choosing to make the first change. Change being made here, presumably to tighten their defence.
Look, only time will tell now if this is the right decision, but at least the manager hasn't dawdled. You know, he's reacted quickly, and it needed that.
He's through and all
El
alone!
dorsal 20. El dorsal 23.
Habrá 4 minutos de
Gucci.
descuento.
Bellingham. A real chance if he can get through. He's found the way through. That's really well cleared. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Brazil have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Vinicius Junior voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Ribéry. And here's Mbappe. Knocks it out wide. Davis just loves to go forward whenever he can. Roberto Carlos kept his eye on it, and he's there. He'll try from distance. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Milan were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
And it's Messi. He's played him through. Another chance from a corner. Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Milan are looking to go forward now. No, that's been intercepted. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Lavia getting this one. Fires from distance. And here's Bale. Neymar. There's the hit! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, that's neat. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Well, Peter, we're about to watch a terrific defender in Carlos Puyol. He'll lead by example and continually organise. His appetite and attitude to the game is absolutely fabulous. There's an awful lot to enjoy about his play.
And he exudes charisma.
He does, and I just love his leadership.
Pass is just off target. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable match. Can he finish? Messi. Can he spark a counter here? Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Brazil yet to have an attempt on goal. It's a good ball out wide. Belts one. Kimmich.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That is a brilliant interception. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And it's Messi. Half an hour played now. And Messi! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. They've played it short. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. David Villa, he can run onto that. He's got away. Real chance here. There's the shot! And the ball's come loose here. Neymar.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Back into the middle. Quality ball. Shot could be on. Love Neymar! Now, who's going to be first to this? Floated up and over. Lavia.
Milan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Bale. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Lam, Triol, Makaleli. And it's Makaleli. Played back in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that has been cleared. Pedri. It's Ribéry. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's gone for goal! And for a moment, time stood still. Kimmich, the final seconds now, and he's been shifted off it. Makaleli. And it's half-time here. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Mbappe. Makaleli. Now it's Mbappe. That's really well manoeuvred. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Lavia does well to get it back. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bale. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Mbappe finds himself offside. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front. Oh, and Messi! Neymar. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe could move up a gear here. Oh, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's.
Público presente na partida de hoje.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Makaleli. And it's Bale. And here's Neymar. Oh, look at the space here. Messi. Referee's given a throw.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 45, camisa 22, camisa 21, camisa 11.
And he's managed to gift it back.
20.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Camisa 13.
And he cuts out the supply. Neymar, Cannavaro gets a foot in here.
Camisa 42.
Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Musiala.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, he's seen that early. He used a certain sixth sense. Ronaldinho. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then.
Teremos uma substituição.
And now they can... He's tried one! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Makaleli. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Mohamed Salah. Great chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Caught offside that time.
Milan merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
And it's Salah. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Son Heung-min. Shevchenko.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates. Oh, that's well spotted. That is ended up in no man's land. Neymar, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Makaleli. Mohamed Salah. Can he get away here?
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. Shevchenko, and he's lost his man here. Can he put it away? Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Desperate defending required here. Messi plays it short. He is just caressing the ball. Now it's Messi. And time is up. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can see, we've already started here.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
He's had a hit! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, good-looking ball. Lavia did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Messi is onto it in a flash. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. He's had it taken off him. He's found the way through. Messi and a header! That's a half-decent try.
Sneijder must have been hit by a flash of doubt then. He complicated what looked like an easy opportunity.
Martinez. Can he get it through? Brazil leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Reinildo. Mohamed Salah. Adams. David Villa. Pedri. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Messi really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
That's a throw. Atalanta trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Onana, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Kimmich. You have to expect that from everyone now.
Reinildo has given away a free kick. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Worth a try, but not this time.
Ribery cannot be faulted for trying. It was asking to be hit just a bit straighter.
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Brazil with another corner. Brazil have their second corner now. Adams clears it away. Atalanta have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Messi.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Messi. Onana. Conte. Adams gets over and intercepts. Conte. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, that's well spotted. Onana. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Threads one in. Martinez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Brazil have their third corner. Punched away. He's going for goal! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Conte. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has been cut short. Conte. Good spot, he's seen the run. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. David Villa showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. David Villa. No question, this is the man you want to get on to the end of things. And he's intervened well there. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And it's gone back to the keeper. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
At least, Peter, not conceding another goal has kept them in this game, and they can up their response in this second half.
Brazil head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we're underway again.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Conte. Onana. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Schneider. Now that's well seen too. Messi. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He is through here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. It's gone out for a throw-in. Atalanta appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
It's a sweet ball, that. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ribéry.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi.
Brazil have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And he's running. It's Schneider! No mistake! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Quick, decisive and unerring, a textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 22, camisa 10, camisa 11, camisa 20.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Very nicely done. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Lobbed in behind. Schneider is in a really good position out wide. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dixon. Now it's Messi. David Villa. Played out towards the right wing. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Martinez. Hits one! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Teremos uma substituição.
Bergkamp. Neymar. Vinicius Junior succumbs to the pressure.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Quite squeezed that one through. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Brazil clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was all
Quickly taken. David Villa. Fiddles it through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. David Villa. That is lovely. Schneider unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's real chance! Goal! Atalanta! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Substituição.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Atalanta take the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them haul themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
And they're quick to get it back. Barella. There's a searching pass. Kimmich attempts a clearance. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Atalanta probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
That's a sharp pass. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Brazil played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And already we're underway here. And here's Haaland, Salah. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's gone loose. Passing nice and neat. Lavia running with the ball. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Griezmann. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He can run onto that. Real chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Gol marcado para Finlândia.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
So, a breakthrough already. Mbappe. Griezmann. Haaland. Now it's Bellingham. Mohamed Salah. Now it's Messi. And that could set him on his way. Salah, they're urging him to shoot. Goalkeeper's ball. Mohamed Salah. And Koundé. Mohamed Salah looking to run onto it. Nice interception, well timed. And he's had a shot! Goal! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Finland are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Marquinhos.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Salah. Messi. And Messi! Oh! Fantastic! About as smooth as it gets. Right back in the game. He gave it plenty and some, thrashed it in.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Well, that pass isn't the best. Great ball if he can get there. Messi, he's found the way through. And the shot! It's there! Brazil are back in business. Mbappe duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
We have ourselves a real game here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Not the most accurate pass. And here's Haaland. He's going for goal! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, good spread. Now it's Messi. That has been cut short.
Finland clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Now it's Messi. Well read, nice interception. Beckham. Griezmann. Jordi Alba. Here comes the corner. And we have our very first corner. Lavia gets it away. Brazil are looking to go forward now. Davids. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Salah plays it in. Keeper's dealt with that. Mbappe looking understandably energised after his goal. He's played him through. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He's shifting through the gears here. Mohamed Salah was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mbappe.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Forwards and with intent. They get a throw in. Davids. Cannavaro cuts it out. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Brazil playing their part in a real slugfest here, a glut of goals, and nothing to suggest much is going to change. And we are up to the break.
We've seen some really terrific football in that half with the flow of goals. And of course there are mistakes, but I'm not in a mood to moan.
Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And here's Haaland. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Saliba clears. Oh, that's well spotted. Davids. Bellingham. Davids. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Pass is just off target. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Haaland. Well timed, excellent interception. Mbappe is flagged offside. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Could be danger here. Koundé. Bellingham. Davids. Almost an hour gone. Nicely aimed pass. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, perfectly measured that. It's a loose ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. There's the hit! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Camisa 11. Camisa 22.
Jordi Alba.
Camisa 20.
And Adams.
Camisa
And that
15.
interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well
Camisa
stopped.
9. Neymar. Camisa 23. Camisa 14. Camisa
Adams
42.
gets across to intercept that.
Camisa 13. Substituição.
Now it's
em
Neymar.
andamento.
Pedro Neto. Finland needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
And he cuts out the supply. Foden. Guti. Oh, and he's through the middle. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Jordi Alba cuts out the pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Has a goal! Oh, it's come loose.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Nicely spread. Lavia gets over and intercepts. And that is as far as they're going to go.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Good read, needed to be cleared without complication. Neymar. Neuer will lay claim to that. Vinicius Junior.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
They'll have one final crack at it. Vinicius Junior. Pedro Neto is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
He's had a hit! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, what has happened here? We are into stoppage time. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And the referee brings it to a close. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here.
Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. That's an errant pass.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Now it's Mbappe. Adams calmly anticipates.
David Seaman, clearly one of the finest English goalkeepers of modern times.
Well, Peter, if you're part of the defence in front of him...
Mbappe! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So, a breakthrough already.
Saliba getting this one clear, driving through the middle.
It's come through and he's had a quick look in.
He gets big! He has done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
There's the hit! And he has kept it out somehow.
Elise actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that should get the job done.
Chooses to go back.
Another pass, just... Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And here's Messi. Rice.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Climbs up big! Decent enough try.
Eto'o certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
They get a throw in. Messi! Wilshere. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Olise could try cutting inside here. And he's quick to get it clear again. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Wilshere. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, that looks a decent ball. White gets over and intercepts. Wilshere. Ødegaard. Ødegaard will not want... He's had a hit! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Olise deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. the passers will always have an option with him. Arsenal clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Now that's well seen too. Couldn't squeeze it through. Good spot, he's seen the run.
That's going in strongly.
That's pretty clear, it is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. They're taking a moment to consider their options. And it's Davis. Chance! And he's following up! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And Messi! Goal! Brazil! And again they hit the front. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Rice. Eto'o. Brazil heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Pass is just off target. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Wilshere. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And the pass is intercepted. Kimmich gets it away. Rice did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Messi, important interception. Rice, Ødegaard.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Lewis Skelly. Wilshere. Eto'o is wide and looking to get onto this. Lewis Skelly. Oh, sweet feet. And we hit half-time. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2-1 the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Brazil have ultimately had the better of things in the first half, ahead by the odd goal in 3. It is, of course, far from 1. Both managers in pensive mood as they head down the tunnel. It is 2-1 here at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Wilshere shapes to shoot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Ødegaard. Elise. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. For Rice. Messi. He is just caressing the ball. It's gone out for a throw-in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Ødegaard. Messi looking to run onto it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's there to retrieve it. Rice. Aimed beyond the defence. And the shot!
Público presente na partida de hoje, 70.987 espectadores.
Just eases him off the ball. Marquinhos is there and he can get that clear. Now it's Messi. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And he welcomes it in. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now that is a hefty challenge.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 22, camisa 10, camisa 11, camisa 20.
It's a loose, in he goes again. It's there. Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Bergkamp. White deals with that comfortably. Adams, Araujo, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Beckham, Rice, no way through. Just about up to 75 minutes. Lewis Skelly. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rice. Batistuta. And it's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick.
Temos uma substituição.
So there's going to be another change here. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And he's managed to get free. It's Neymar! And that would have been game, set and match.
Neymar should really have closed the game out then, and this could come back to haunt him.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, well played. Corner number 2 then. It's a mighty effort! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. Oh no, this does not look good. Great hit! They are rampant! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Brazil blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Saka. 5 minutes left on the clock. And the counter is on. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Rice. Beckham. And Lewis Skelly. Now is this the final assault? Well, that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And it's Batistuta. Eto'o! It's loose now, and they want... Oh, what has happened here? 5 minutes to add. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, that's a key interception. Rice. Pass somewhat off target. Always onto this. Neymar gets through on his own. And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
In for a header! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.